Well, 100%. Mornings are dark, evenings are dark when you leave work. So to see some light at the end of the tunnel with the fixtures out, it's always exciting, isn't it? To start to think about getting back on grass and all the good things that brings.
And what a tasty way to start. Worcestershire at home.
Yeah, crikey, we're going to play them in pre-season at one point, and God, it was a good job that we didn't go ahead with that fixture as well. It would have been the wrong thing to do. But yeah, it's always exciting to play your local rivals anyway. But for them, their first game back in Division 1, old rivalries. Hosey be playing. Hopefully Ethan Brooks will get a game as well. Barney for us, it's fantastic.
Yeah, we will also play them in the T20 as well. That rivalry kind of heightens a little bit around that Blast season, and a little bit more rivalry in the stands. That'll be exciting too.
Yeah, look, we had a great time last year. We won both our games. The year before it was one apiece. So like you said, it's the great games to play in. Spread those matches, are great games to be involved in, especially here when the ground's fun and it's rocking and the atmosphere really gets going.
Talk to me about playing cricket in August. I know you're a real advocate for that. How excited you see those two county championships placed in the back end of that month?
Oh, look, the whole county season's brilliant, isn't it? The August bit with that 50 over block that you get. And we saw last year, we went to some great venues, different venues, and that will be repeated. And then you've got the championship matches that takes you into that final third when you're hopefully competing for that the silverware that everybody wants, that county championship pen.
When you start getting the fixtures, do you start looking at different pockets of fixtures, different groups of fixtures, potentially where you can look at resting players and difficult challenges you've got on the road, etc.? Is that what you're starting to look at now?
You do. You go through them line by line. You're trying to put in your second team games around them where you can, practice day where your pinch points are. Hello, and it's dangerous because sometimes we can be too critical of the fixture list because it's the people who organise are asked to do a lot. Sometimes an impossible task, but you do look at your pinch points, and we've, like a few clubs, those back-to-back double headers, T20s, 20 games, they're hard work. And one ridiculous game we've got the blast off on a Saturday, which we all thought was going to be the launch for the T20s, but we play on the Friday, the day before, at Durham. So we're at the moment trying to work out, do we stay in Durham that night and get back to Birmingham at, say, 2:30, and then have to play at 6:30, or do we get back at 4 a.m. on Durham and play the next day? And I just think you can't put clubs, players in that position on a health and welfare point of view. That's not the right way to do it. But I'm sure every club in the country has got their version of that horror. Where you can say you're getting back at 4 a.m, playing the next day, or you're getting back at 2:30 and starting at 6:30 again. But the danger we overdwell on that, because as you said, the opening statement was there's a huge excitement. We see the fixtures, we see the rivalries, we know the joy it gives, and supporters can start planning their chips away and when to be in work and when not to be.
You talk about that game against Durham, obviously with it being ahead of Blastoff, that was such a joyous occasion as well, wasn't it? You want the players to be fit and ready for that opening first home game.
Well, you do. Last year it was the launch of the whole competition, and thus called the Blast-Off. And this time, this game's on Thursday, and we've got this game on Friday. So look, we do get compromised at times, and player well-being sometimes seems to be forgotten about. And sometimes it's, you get back at midnight and whatever, and play the next day, and it's something what you do. It just seems a bit of an extreme when you put your players, you're finishing at 10:30, 10 o'clock, getting away from Durham at 11. We know we got back at 3 o'clock, 2:30 last year from Leeds and the trouble that caused to play the next day. So it just seems there's certain things that we've got to take on the chin, and there's certain things, there must be a better way than getting a team back at 4 a.m. or 2:30. But I keep going back to the fixtures are what the Ivy team will have their pinch points. It's up to us to find a way to cope, and it's brilliant. They're out. It allows us to look forward and to start to plan and have that sense of excitement that you just mentioned.
What did you make of Blastoff last year?
Oh, it was a great day. This club do big occasions well, don't they? Good crowd for the first match, that Derby Lighthouse, wasn't it? And then it really built up lovely. You watch again, the weather was kind, which makes such a difference. TV cameras were there. Oh, it was a perfect day in many, many ways as well. So, we've got double headers this year with the girls, which should be good as well. We know those are good because it allows the girls to get the best of the facilities that we're privileged to share, and fans can get the treat of both games. So they're the things you start to look forward to.
There's a large chunk of county championship games early in the schedule, maybe run a 7 or 8 in that first couple of months. Obviously with good weather, that's really exciting for the members, isn't it, to get that real livelihood of cricket?
Yeah, and you hope that word comes in weather, because we've got quite a lot of games at home. I think we play 3/4 of home games in the first month of the bit, which is, again, don't know if that's good or bad, but it's what it is. The challenge on Gary to try and get the wickets, because obviously, ideally, he has time in between games to allow his prep to be the best. But yeah, so if you'd remember when you're done with the 4-day cricket, you'd be looking at April and May for that heavy block over at home 4-day games.
How ready do you think the lads will be? Obviously, you've done your signings. Obviously, Guy and Hassan have come in. That's been a really exciting couple of weeks. How ready do you think you guys will be?
Well, you always, your plans to be ready. You need a bit of luck as well. You want, especially your bowlers, you want your key players to be fit. We could do with some more depth to our bowling attack, and that's going to take time to build that over the years as well. We get well supported at this club from a budget point of view, but there is budget restrictions like there is on any organisation, and we have to play to the parameters of the budget that we get. But yeah, we'd like a bit more depth in that bowling department, but we know if our best bowlers are fit and we get a bit of Wonksy as well, and we're lucky with Haas with our international commitments, we should be there about competing.
Yeah, what's been the messaging since the players have been back? Obviously looking forward to 2024.
At the moment, it's getting fit, it's putting those building blocks behind them. As I say, then you give them over to Jack, our S&C this period. 1 or 2 individuals are doing some technical work around it, and then we really start stepping up the cricket skills. After Christmas, we've got players in and out of the country now. Drilling top flyers out soon. A couple of players are away already, and so the players are quite scattered. We've had an exciting week from a Warwickshire point of view, because we've just watched 2 of our babies, our highly promising young players, and Theo Wiley and Hamza Sheikh having an outstanding week with England in the 19s, both getting hundreds. And then Shaky Hauser following up with a 69 hit, 6 sixes against India B team as well. So that's exciting to watch them. They've got a World Cup to look forward to after Christmas, so within the 19s as well. So there's always lots happening. There's always players beating franchises or playing for the full England team, or hopefully Dan Rose will be with the Lions after Christmas on a performance tour. And they'll put 2 in the 19 boys along with Taz, hopefully playing in that. So there's always something happening in the winter. As we also drown our sorrows with Hull City in Birmingham and all the other supporters teams that we have, and then April the 6th will come around pretty quickly, and we start with that Worcester day.
And give us a word for the members, because we know we get fantastic support all around the country. You've spoken about it in all formats. How excited were you to see them in April 6th?
I love talking the game. I love this game of cricket. I love county cricket, so our members epitomise all that. It's lovely to catch up with some of them in the winter when we had some fans forums or some events here. And it'd be likewise in the summer when it gets going again. I always look forward to Portland Road, and I go behind the island and join about 20 of the supporters who go watch religiously our second team. So any chance I get to chat cricket and just talk and chew over the fat is lovely. So what you do is, first of all, you wish for a good winter, a good Christmas, and I look forward to seeing them all again.